Alright, it's been, I think 2 or 3 weeks since I've posted a video. Um, been kinda feeling under the weather a little bit. Still looking for work, so it's taxing. Uh, my father died November 12th, 2014. And, I never got to say goodbye to him before he died. He was in the hospital, I was at home. I was kind of freaking out because I used to live with him when he had his stroke. My friend and I had found him in his room lying on the floor because he tried to get up and he had just had a stroke. He was trying to get up to go to the bathroom and fell on the floor. He's a 260-pound guy. So my friend and I were struggling to get him up off the floor, and we decided we were just going to set him against his door, lean him against his door so he could sit up. And we called my little brother to double check, make sure we weren't just seeing things. And then we got him in the hospital. About an hour after we had found him, we got him in the hospital. It was about 5 in the afternoon, and it was a Saturday. And we got him in the hospital. They were taking care of him. They had him hooked up to some medications and stuff to try and help him out. 2 o'clock in the morning that very next Sunday, the 13th, he had a midbrain stroke. The first stroke was right behind the right ear. And then he had the midbrain stroke, which destroyed most of his brain. He had no real control over the left side of his body. I mean, it was completely useless to him. The right side of his body was weak, but he could still squeeze fingers and move his feet and stuff, move his foot and stuff. But he died on the 16th. No, he died on the 12th. He had the stroke the week before that. Sorry. It's still kind of hard for me to talk about. But he died on the 12th, which was a Wednesday. I started work at the Taco Bell that I tried to get a transfer from on the 21st, a whole 9 days later. But anyway, since he's died, I've had numerous dreams about him, where he's left me cryptic messages, things that I haven't told anybody of what I was thinking, what I've been doing with myself. He was giving me answers to. One of the things was getting over the loss of my father, improving myself so I can get where I wanted to be in life. One of the messages, cryptic messages he told me in a dream was, you have all the power you need inside of you. All you need to do is focus it to where it belongs. Which, I don't know where it belongs, so it's been really hard to figure that one out. Well, it's March 25th. This Sunday is my 38th birthday. And the dream I had, my father was in a log hotel type place out in the middle of who knows where. And some people broke in and it killed him. And a couple of other people in the hotel. The moment I found out, I packed up some stuff and I went to the hotel to search out answers. And I'm talking to the lady that owns the hotel, and she was telling me that my dad was nice, everybody liked him, and nobody knew who had broken and killed these people or why my father was targeted as well. But as the dream progressed, I was looking through the room my father was in, and I had found a book of some things that I had written, and I have the book with me. And I haven't written in that book since my father died. But pulled the book out of the drawer, opened it up, and I was looking through it, and it had dates all the way up until today where I had written things into it. I don't remember what was written into it. I wasn't really paying attention to it. The fact that I was dreaming about my dad, I think, affected me a little psychologically, and it made me mad that somebody would target my dad like that and kill him. And I remember the owner of the hotel coming up to me on the right side of me as I was looking through this book, and she's like, "Well, what are you going to do?" My response was plain and simple. I said, "I'm going to find out who did this, and I'm going to kill them." And then I woke up. I've been analyzing the dream and trying to run it through my brain, trying to figure it out, see what symbolisms were there, and the thought popped into my head, well, maybe this was an alternate reality, and I was in such a deep REM sleep I tuned into myself in that alternate reality, and that's what was going on. And I was feeling what he was feeling and seeing what he was seeing. So, I guess in this video we could talk about alternate realities. There is a scientific, plausible idea that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, which could also be said for every inaction. I believe it was in a DC Comics, I think it was Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman in the mid-90s, touched on this, saying that every thought, every action created an alternate reality, where the opposite of what you chose in your personal reality happened in those realities. So you think about doing one thing and then you do something separate, well, that thought of doing that one thing sparked a new reality. Doing the opposite of that sparked another reality, where you chose something different in between those two thoughts and actions. And I believe it was also multiplied into a Justice League animated series episode where Bruce Wayne stated the same thing. Every thought, every action sparks a new reality, an alternate universe, where you carry out different things, and each thought and reaction in those realities sparked a new reality. So you have 2 trillion realities sparking from your single thought. So it's a possibility. Einstein's theory of relativity and string theory and theory of everything states that it's quite possible of alternate realities, different dimensions, and magic. So I've studied this, I've looked into it, I've questioned it. There's really no way to prove it at this point in time. But some people believe that the CERN program, which takes a molecule, speeds it up to the speed of light and slams it into something, is capable of creating a doorway to alternate realities, different universes, and even black holes and wormholes and things like that. So you can see the past, the present, the future, and alternate realities of these time periods. Who knows? Until I see actual proof of it, I kind of don't believe in it fully, but I believe it's possible. So, I'm going to ask you guys. You watch these videos. I have yet to see any real comments on anything people would like to talk about or their responses to the videos, so I'm going to question you. Leave a comment. What do you believe is possible? Are dreams merely us tapping into ourselves in alternate realities and seeing what's going on there? Is it a possible view of the future or the past, or just our willful hopes to see people we've lost or miss? You tell me what you believe, and I'll respond to what I think, based upon your belief. We'll debate what's going on, we'll question each other, and we'll see what we find out. Alright? Share this, tell your friends about it, tell your family about it, see what they think. Post your answers. Have a good day.